Oh, that was sudden. I wasn't ready. Hi. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Did you know I've been holding my microphone the wrong way for months and months and months and months? And it was Auntie Lushy who told me that. Don't doubt Auntie Lushy. She knows. All right. I just need to change my screens here. That's better. And what else was I gonna do? Oh, I just put this on Facebook, Instagram. Hello, tulips, flowers. Um, yes, I just put it on Instagram. So I will just want to put a link on there as well. Do. So hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Let's do a little bit of a live with Courtney and Kelsey Rhae. I don't think they did any content together except for the pictures, which we'll have a look at the pictures. And they did separate lives. So, yeah. I'm doing lives at the moment because I should be packing. I haven't found a house yet still. But the one that I really, really want the one that I really, really want, I have already applied for. I oh, oh, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, my lives are going to be so I'm not doing pre-recorded videos just so I can save myself some time on editing, and so I'm just going to chuck a live up, and doesn't matter how many people are here, people can come back and watch it later. Yeah. So the house that because I where I'm moving is about 5 hours away from where I live right now, so it's a little bit hard to go and inspect things because they want you to have a physical inspection of some places, and there's been a few that have been really good and just said no, it's okay. You can just say that you got a virtual tour or whatever. But then this one that I really want, on the application you have a code for actually inspecting. And so I sent an email to the person and I said, look, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down there to see the house, but this is perfect for me. It's like on acreage. It's wooden floors. It's small. It's pretty simple, but it's on acreage, and it's half an hour away from my new school. But and so the person gave me a code to use. So I was pretty rapt about that. So I didn't have to go to see it. So crossing my fingers on that one because it's also the cheapest. It's crazy. But it's odd. It looks like it's a converted shed almost. And it's only like one bedroom. So it would be a weird house for like a family or something like that because there's only one bedroom, but it's good for me and the dogs. Anyway, we were supposed to go live with Julie Anderson yesterday. We were very sad that we didn't get to go. We're gonna redo it, rejig it, and come back. And instead we went, what did we get? We got limited monetization on our. We did Firmaglow instead, which is Tony Van Choi, Clowntown and I, and It was good. It was a fun time. The chat was on fire. They were hilarious, actually. Um, my current name, professional international traveler, is for a reason because that's what Courtney called herself. She's a professional traveler. Yeah. So her and Kelsey Rhae, I have a feeling Kelsey Rhae might have already had the tickets to this because you see they're already selling tickets to the next one, uh, which is in a year. And so it's Fraser Brooks. Fraser Brooks, yeah. He's a British guy. Minnie's making like crooning sounds. Hello. Hello, Minnie. There's like a washing basket right beside her. So she's been sitting in the washing basket. Oh, there's Frida. Hello. And Murphy up the back there. You woke everybody up, Minnie. Um, yeah, so Fraser Brooks, the British, he's an MLM coach. And I think MLMs are pretty scummy. They're pretty scammy and scummy. I think MLM coaches are even worse because they've been in MLMs. They know they've been successful at one. If we're looking at Ray Higdon, like he was unsuccessful at many and then he got in at one and now he's a coach. Oh, and also anointed by God. We're in luck, tulips flowers. We're not actually going to be looking at Fraser. I did I get one picture that we can have a look at? Oh, I wanted to look at just the video and you can see a little bit of him. And so they went to Turkey. It's called the Dare to Dream. I don't know. Like, hmm, in network marketing, yeah, I think you do have to have a fair bit of dreaming in there. You see, the way that a lot of them do these things is very similar to how they do convention. And I've seen this at Beachbody. I've seen this at Optavia, uh, Monate, where they would announce what the next year's conference would be, or Monate would have reunion and they'd announce stuff and then they'd sell tickets at the event for the event in the next year. And then that that's a sunk cost fallacy in action. And they know it, it's manipulation, it's a sales tactic because they know that people are going to uh, try to stay in or want to get their money's worth out of that ticket because they've already paid for it, you know? So if there is that added pressure of having paid for an event and you don't want to waste that money, that can be something that keeps you in or keeps you on the hook for, in this case, training. So I'm going to guess that Kelsey Rhae probably had a ticket already uh, and then decided, that she was going to go because she didn't want to not look like she wasn't going because it's all about how it appears. And, she just bought her RV. She did, I saw some video where she was getting real cranky because people were saying that she lived in a trailer. And it's like, it's kind of a trailer. I don't know. Are we splitting hairs here? Um, Yeah. And so the gals, I did cover Courtney's packing for Turkey. I know they spell Turkey with the traditional spelling now, not like the bird turkey. Do you know in Australian culture, if you call somebody a turkey, it's like you think they're silly. "Oh, you turkey," like, um, not a job, turkey. Like, not that. Oh my god. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so we saw Courtney packing, and she took a box of ketones, prove it stuff, and I didn't realize somebody looked up the price of her outfits. I was shocked. I was really shocked at how expensive they were, like $800, and I'm like, "What? Look like you could get it from H&M, like, that's the one good thing about moving too. I'll be able to be near. I love IKEA. IKEA is one of my happy places. I love it. Even if I don't even buy much from IKEA. I'm full of Australian slang. Uh, I like rhyming slang as well. So, I was I've always contemplated doing a linguistics, like postgraduate linguistics study, and I started it, but then it was all about like uh the body systems, like the breathing system, whatever that's called. I can't remember it now, but like it was all about that and how sound is made and stuff like that. And it was just a little bit too technical for me at the time. And, I think I'm ADHD, so I couldn't do it at the time and I wanted to focus on rhyming slang as my like PhD sort of thing. And because I really love the Bill Bryson book Mother Tongue, fantastic book about linguistics. So yeah, so rhyming slang, British people use it too. Like, there's a lot that are to do with football. Did you get any meat pies? Did you score any tries? Did you throw any cut lunches? Did you throw any punches in the game? There's some dog and bone. I think most people know the dog and bone, which is the phone, which is it's not a very efficient way to talk. I'm telling you. All right. So let us hang on. I was going to show a picture to start with, I think. Oh, the other thing too, Kelsey Rhae has this video of her earwax. Yeah, I did just say earwax. I know. I know. Um, I am guessing, and I think I'm gonna be right about this, that it's a TikTok shop thing because she buys everything off TikTok because she thinks it's amazing. Um, oh, I've got a text post, that's right. From Courtney. Yeah, so she was in the hotel room in Turkey and she put this thing in her ear that had a camera on it, and you can see her earwax. I didn't want to. I've also seen photos of when she was in OnlyFans. I I was looking like you could get a preview of the pictures that were going to pop up, and they all look like bikini pictures, right? But they weren't all bikini pictures, and I just was clicking through without thinking about it, and it was a bad time. I didn't want to see that much of Kelsey Rhae, but and it's the same. I'm feeling the same about her earwax. Yeah, it was weird. I'm telling you, it was weird. And she's been talking constantly about how she's lost this weight, right? She was doing the what is it? The next level thing with Courtney, pushing the iFast, is that what it's called? The Prove It iFast thingy? I think it's I think that's the name. And she was doing that training with Eric, and Erin's done a video on it because she got access to the accidental flash. It was bad. Um, Erin has reacted to the training and the Zoom where they were weirdly sitting in the same room together. It was weird. And not looking. Why not just go on the same camera? Anyway, um, so she was saying, like I kicked this last bit of weight that I had been hanging on to, like, and she and her sister, who is Lindy, they both seem to have like been steady at their weight. They've lost the big lot of weight that they would normally talk about, improve it, and then they both seem to just kick that last little bit, that last little hump. And my suspicion is that it was Wegovy, Ozempic, whatever, because I'm on that. And I went to I have put on a little bit of weight of late, but that's because I've been snacking too much and not doing as much exercise. Okay, let's have a look at this. So sorry, trigger warnings all around for we probably have some weight loss, medical claims. Kelsey Rhae's been religious at the moment, so there could be some religious manipulation. Is that going to be better? Okay, did I have I don't know if I had the picture that went with this. Hang on. I'll show you the picture and we'll come back to this. Because the picture, this is why I was mentioning, uh, let's go with that one. This is why I was mentioning her saying that she'd lost weight. And same with Courtney. She's been body checking, in my opinion. She was on a nearly 7-day fast a couple of like a month ago. Uh, and they've both been saying, how small they are, but I'm not seeing it in what they're where. Maybe it's sitting wrong. Maybe and it doesn't matter because they've both got gorgeous bodies. Like, there's nothing wrong with this body whatsoever. You know, like, this is most people would be like, oh my god, goals. But the way they talk about it is not like this. So it makes me think that there's some manipulation in the photos, and I have analyzed Kelsey Rhae's photos before, and you can see where she's done some editing, in my opinion. Just my opinion. You can always you can tell if they're up against something flat, because she might have even done something to this one, because the butt looks a little bit weird against that straight line, and that's how you can see. But filters these days are getting better and better, like full body filters. All right, we'll go back to. So this is what she's talking about when she says, "Are we extra or are you basic?" And so there's a couple of photos that look like this, and where they're like, "Oh my God, we're having the best." Love, love, love. I don't think that's fake. I think they are excited, but it's because they're at a indoctrination conference where they're with friggin' Fraser Brooks, who's telling them that they can be remain as rich as they are in multi-level marketing, and they can't. Yeah, it's very strange. It's a strange fit. Yeah, yeah. It's and Courtney was showing us her clothes when we went through the last video, and she didn't show the green one. And then the other one that she showed that had the skirt, I've got another picture of that. It's on the thumbnail, and it doesn't look as short, but maybe that's because she's short, and like I know myself, I think she's a similar height to me. Me, Savannah, Isabel Lanta, I think Chelsea. I think so. We're all like little shorty shorts. Um, when I finally meet the clown town, it's going to be like, "Hello, besties. Hello up there." Just they are both ridiculously tall. Um, yeah. So she everything that is like seems like a mini skirt is probably mid thigh for myself. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Are we extra? Are you basic? Who knows this sound? Been living in my head rent free. What does that mean? 18 months and 3 weeks ago, we both physically lost our mentor, a legend, my very best friend, godmother to my babies, and gained her spiritually. What? What does that mean? You gained her? Like, is she trying to say like that it was a ghost? Like there's a ghost? I don't know. I knew Kelsey and I would co-create a massive global movement together. Um, you just went to Turkey. You two were just in Turkey. That's one place. What the fuck are you talking about? Um, I didn't know when or how. I just knew it was all according to plan. She wrote this post and I was laughing and crying and fist pumping all at once. I want to share what she wrote instead of recreating it because wow, wow, wow. I swear we're not lovers. Laughing face. Okay. Would anyone think that? Um, you're both like clearly in heterosexual relationships, even if you're separated from your partners at the moment. Um, but the way our energy moves together, it feels like magic. It is magic. It's out of the ordinary. Oh, honey. It's not. I think you'll find that it's actually very common amongst MLMers. Uh, Two wildly driven women walking in purpose, mastering our superpowers, and building something this world hasn't seen before. What? What is it? What hasn't the world seen before? One taller woman with a shorter woman laughing wildly, drinking prove it ketones in an MLM. What are you giving that no one else has? Your next level training? Watch Erin's video. That is not an unusual like thing. It's not unheard of. It's clearly taken from Pinterest and you've adapted it for yourself. That's just a guess, and that was Erin's guess. I'm stealing her thoughts. Sorry, Erin. Um, this isn't just collaboration; it's revolutionary. My eyes are gonna hurt from rolling them. The way we lead, love, and live is shaking up our industry and sending ripple effects far beyond it. How? How? What what are you talking about? Who knows you other than like because Kelsey Rhae wrote this and Courtney is just copying it. All the people you anger on TikTok, that's the ripple? Like they're so out of touch. Like the self-awareness is forgotten. We don't know her. She does not live here. Uh We've built a blueprint that's generated over $1 million by being ourselves, owning our story, and showing up with heart and hustle every single day. A blueprint, right? That's generated. What's the blueprint? Is it build a team in an MLM, get well placed by your mentor? 'Cause that's everybody who succeeds in MLMs, like, thing. And we're not gatekeeping it. Well, you don't fucking have to because it's what everybody does to be successful in MLMs. You don't need a massive following. You don't need to be perfect. You just need proximity, belief, and the guts to go all in. Proximity means you need money to come to something like this, what they're doing with Fraser Brooks. You have to be able, so you have to be near these people, right? We've cracked the code, and now we're teaching others to do the same. Is it build a team, be well placed? Everybody's cracked that code. We're creating legacy, we're rewriting culture. What? You're rewriting culture? What does that mean? I'm lost for words. And if you're close enough, you can feel a shift. You'll either watch it happen or you'll be part of it. Which one are you? We're on a mission to develop 25 six-figure earners by December 2028. Yeah? Are you two going to be in that 25? Because I think it's slipping at the moment. Just saying. While leading the #1 global community for families to create the next level results and financial independence. Who's coming with us? See, next level results. That's all it is. How are you going to do this in 2028? Is 2025? What's going to happen to prove it in 2 years? That's all you're promised with Herbalife. Hmm? What happens then to your global community? Just because you know some people who live in Germany and Italy doesn't mean you have a global community. Now, Courtney was talking with Naspa to this holiday with her, and an Naspa is a shower filter or a bath filter, and it is an Enagic product. And it made me think that Courtney might be in Enagic because everybody, ooh, yeah, everybody who buys something in Enagic becomes a distributor. They give distributorship rights to everybody who buys the product. Joshua, her husband, ex-husband, separated partner, whatever, he is in Enagic, so it's possible that it is his Anespa. However, he would be also need to have one. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you have to have the products when you're in a magic. It's just not, just can't do it any other way. Yeah, so that made me think possibly that she could be in a magic, and I ran that idea past Erin because she usually knows pretty much everything that's going on at Prove It. She said she wasn't sure, so it's a wild card out there, but yeah, maybe she's in a magic. Uh, it would suit their brand too. You know what I mean? So that is that. Let's get rid of it, and we might start with Courtney. So that was a bunch of bullshit, really, honestly, a bunch of crap. We're doing things so different. No, you're not. We have the secret. No, you don't. It's the same thing as has been done before and before and before and before and before. Um, if you weren't here with us earlier, I've been using my microphone wrong for about 6 months. Auntie Lushy, bless her, told me that like a month ago, and it took me another month to check it, and I was doing it wrong. Like, what a fucking idiot I am. Okay, let's get Courtney up here. So this is one of the lives. Um, this was the thing that inspired my sign-on name today because Courtney said she is a professional traveler now. Uh, me too, girl. Me too. Oh, where is this? That's not it. That's not it. Uh, hold please. Nope. Oh, well, that's all my Manosphere videos. Did I save them in here? Oh no, silly me. One. I was looking at the wrong thing. I wasn't ready for that. Okay. I'll let you know how the sound is when I play her.
Wow. Hello, 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 beautiful people. It is.
Oh, she's been yelling in a crowd. I bet. I bet. If you want to drop how you think she has a sore throat, definitely it's because very little sleep at the conference that she's at. It's Dare to Dream by Fraser Brooks, by the way, which is an industry, what do they call it? I think industry neutral thing. And I bet you she's been yelling and staying up late.
Courtney Shepherd live. I am Courtney Shepherd in Turkey. I almost said North Texas. It almost came out. It was in my head. Listen, I screamed, I think, on a call. I'm not really sure. I think I was yelling at everyone. I lost my voice. I don't even know how this happened, to be totally honest. So as you guys jump on, it's getting worse. Say hello. Let me know, where are you tuning in from? Adrian, you are up past your bedtime, sir. And if you guys are watching me on the replay, you can drop I miss you in the comments below so I can let you know that I miss you too. Senya, it's up past your bedtime as well, darling. And now it's drafting. I can feel the air coming in more. Anyway, we just turned, I feel like the heat has been on here. It's very, I'm schwitzing over here. So, great to see you guys. I'm not sure. I think it's fine. It's not even a big deal. Anyway, traveled for 20 hours. Slept fantastic on the airplane for a short period of time. Oh, I remember. If you are tuning in and the live score is no longer here, drop I miss you in the comments so I can let you know that I miss you too.
Uh, yeah, you already said that, sis. I missed you. What do you, yep. She went into great detail about the Prove It products that she was going to be taking with her so that she wouldn't be scattered and she'd have energy and so on. I'm looking forward to the next time I travel because when I did world travel before, um, was when I was still taking opiates, and um, because you couldn't get them overseas, like I'd have to have like a mini detox, and um, yeah, it was tough. I'll say that much, and I couldn't sleep sitting up. I could not sleep, and my trip home from Amsterdam to my home in like my little central Queensland town, it was 40 hours. I was like in just insane by the end. Um, but so I'm looking forward to traveling now because I'm not on opiates and I can sleep sitting up.
I
Mm.
sound like I'm picking up my phone operator voice, darlings. But yeah, let's. I traveled for 20 hours. This is the longest I've ever traveled. Uh, Congratulations for legend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And
That happened ages
I
ago.
really do feel amazing. I slept probably about 5 to 6 hours on the flight. I'm used to getting at least 7. But I will just tell you that I put on Facebook like professional international traveler because that's what I call myself. I feel that way. I'm getting a new country point every time I travel to a new country. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but I'm like,
I didn't real it had been a few days since I seen this, so I wasn't sure if that's what was the title, but it is.
wow, I have to learn a lot of new things all over again. Like I already forgot how to say thank you again. Nope, not even try. I don't remember. I don't remember how to say it. I got to practice a few times to be able
Dankeschön.
to get
Dankeschön.
it right. So yeah, I'm learning some Turkish words, and we are in Antalya. So we are here for Dare to Dream with Fraser Brooks. This is a business event, which is really fully for the network marketing profession as a whole. And Fraser Brooks event. This is the third one they've done. I am so proud of him. Got to meet his mom tonight. She's fantastic. He just had a new baby. We've got 4 of us from the US that traveled together, and we also have a huge German organization that's here. Oh, I should say European. They're not just in Germany. They're all over the place. Lots of Germans, but not just Germans. Are they trying to come in our house? I feel like that was the other girls. And then lots and lots and lots of friends that I haven't seen in a while. And I really feel like I have all of these worlds colliding. And it's because I travel so much. It's because I say yes to booking the events. It's because I made myself uncomfortable and I just started traveling alone. And I'm telling you,
You're not traveling alone though. You just said there's 4 of you and Germans and Europeans that you know and other friends that you know, and you know Fraser Brooks. You're not traveling, and you haven't traveled alone. You used to travel with the Empire and Prove It people, and so maybe you're not traveling with your family anymore, but I don't know. Do you have to be uncomfortable? I've traveled overseas literally by myself, and I love it. I was talking to Wendy actually, MLM no, those that don't know, and I was telling her about this. There's a hotel in Berlin. Berlin, my favorite. Berlin and Barcelona, my 2 favorite capitals or travel cities. Love them. And there's a hotel that I've stayed at a couple times in Berlin called the Mickelberger, and they have a channel on their television, like that they put out to the rooms, and one station just plays The Big Lebowski on a loop. Just The Big Lebowski over and over and over and over and over. And it hello, Alaskan bee tundra. Yeah, so because all the other channels are in German, I did watch The Big Lebowski quite a few times when I have stayed there. But this the second time I stayed there, they used to have like all night uh um room service the first time I stayed there. Uh and oh my God, the I would get like a croissant and a cup of tea, in the middle of the night because I was on Australian time. Oh, it was the best. It was like one of my favorite things. But the second time I went, they didn't have an all night like room service. Anyway, it's fancy. Oh, the baklava. Are you talking about her earwax Alaskan bee tundra? Because we went over it, and mm, it's my opinion that it's a TikTok shop thing, definitely, because that's her thing. See these ones? I always get these ones from Twitch. Thanks, Twitch. Although I did get a real comment from Twitch the other day. Hi, Twitch. Oh, and I think I'm live on TikTok. I think. Let me check. I think I am. TikTok sort of changed their rules so that you could go live. Does it say I'm live? I don't know. I have no idea if it if I'm live on TikTok, but I'm meant to be like the I'm meant to be live. Anyway, hey Lisa. Yeah, so um I think it's okay to be oh God. I didn't know I didn't maybe I did know because Savannah's done the deep dive on her. I didn't realize that there was maybe yeah, like maybe Savannah's mentioned it, but I think that I could probably be sucked into them too. God damn. Um, I don't think you have to be uncomfortable to travel. I think you can be comfortable. All right, that's the point. And she's not traveling alone now, is she? All right.
Growth that I've had inside of that, inside of experiencing new countries, inside of um, experiencing new languages and new cultures. It's like you literally don't know what you don't know. And when you expose yourself to new experiences that you've never had, there's something that happens in your brain that just like it expands, it shifts it. It's you see parts of the world you have never experienced and in a way that you never thought that you could. And not only that, you learn new things about yourself that you didn't even realize before. And I think that's probably one of my favorite parts is that you can set these expectations when you travel to a location. Like, what is going on? Where do I get it? Bromelain? Send me a picture. I need it. What happened? It is swelling. You can tell. Is this what happened?
She must be reading a comment. You just got to. You said yourself that you were yelling, girl. And also she's been traveling. Courtney and Kelsey have become delusional. I think that, and it seems Courtney's replaced JLW with Kelsey Rhae now. I think it's the other way around. I think Kelsey Rhae is trying to use Courtney. They were not close before. You're correct. And I think that they've. So before this part, we were reading a post that Courtney put up, but she cut and pasted it from Kelsey Ray's, and it was pure delusion. Like we're doing this a new way. We've got the blueprint. It's never been done before. Next level results, and it's like, girl, it has been done before. This is not new. It's the same shit. And you have a look at their circle. Think of all the people who are in Colombia who's still in that circle. You know, Kelsey Ray's never gonna not be around Lindy. You know, like obviously their family, so that is going to be something that is maintained. But you know, we've got Rendy, we've got yeah, the posts were weird and mentioned JL Dubs as well. Um, who else? Um, BA Boss Babe. Sydney wasn't on that one. But you think about how many people have left that group now, and it's not the same thing anymore. It is absolutely not the same thing. And I'm thinking that's all they got. That's all they've got left. Um, and they've both just separated from their partners of, well, Kelsey Rhae's was 5 years, and then I think Courtney's was like well over nearly 20 years because I think they were high school sweethearts. Um, yeah, so you can see that sort of like a little bit of desperation. But yeah, sweetheart, you were screaming. You've been traveling, and your voice is affected by that. I didn't think that she looked swollen though. Rude.
They really are trying to get in here. Are they knocking? Are they trying to bust in on my live? Um, hey Sharon, hey Jennifer, so great to see you. Yeah, and it's like once you do that, you shift something in the frequencies of your body. I know I feel like is it like a small, I don't know. Thank you for your help because I need. You allow yourself to understand that if you can say yes to this right now. Oh, I have her light and she's going live right now. If you can say yes to this, you can do anything. When you challenge yourself and you set yourself on these high expectations and you're like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to get myself to this event. You know, like regardless of like my kids don't want me to leave them, regardless of, you know, the financial capacity that it takes, regardless of, you know, like we're at a really nice resort and yeah, it's all inclusive and all these things. Like, regardless of what it looks like, when you set your mind to figure it out and then you do it, you expand and open yourself up to so many new experiences.
Yeah, what about the experience of paying for it later? You know? Yeah, they did fly international, and I don't think that they were even in business class because I saw Kelsey Ray walk past the business in some reel, I think. Yeah, I thought they were millionaires too. I think the days of taking a private jet are very distant. Very distant. Uh, mm, I think, oh, so regardless of the children saying they don't want you to go, oh, bugger them. Who cares? Fuck the kids, you know? That's what it seems like. Oh.
Like, if the reason I am on this trip is because of network marketing. It's because I said yes. It's because I decided to go all in on me.
Yeah, it's a network marketing event. Ah, yeah, okay, cool. Um, of course, it's because of network marketing. Fraser Brooks is a network marketing coach. So,
And I think that's the toughest thing that holds people back. One of the biggest things that hold. Thank you so much, Jordan. Oh my God, you're amazing. One of the biggest things that holds people back is the fact that when you link arms with a leader, And you could choose the right leader. You can choose products that you love, that you've had incredible experience on, or like product. You can do all of these things right. And if you do not believe, you can believe in the profession, you can believe in the company, the people, the leadership that you're partnering with, you can believe in where you're at. But if you do not believe in yourself,
Yourself.
how can you actually make the sale? Because the biggest thing is that you need to understand is that you are in sales, but you are not. I'm not selling you ketones, y'all. You can buy ketones from anyone. The reason you want to buy from me is because you are buying and getting connected to me. So I am not selling the ketones, although that is the product that you're getting from me. I have to brand and learn how to sell myself. And what
Is this the revolutionary new blueprint that you have? Because I have heard this before, and I've heard it from Jessie Lee. Like, I've heard Jessie Lee say this. So this is not new training. What Fraser Brooks is telling you or told you is not new. It's all recycled. It's all come from someone else before, and it's all just adapting it and changing the language so that it suits the current situation. There's nothing new ever in MLMs. It's a sales job. And you're right, people buy you, not the product. But to me, that means, wouldn't you try being a better person? Like, I want my YouTube channel to be a little bit bigger because I want to expose scammers. There's some really bad. I'm going to cover some Monate people who are really transphobic, and another lady who's anti-vax, and I want to get the word out about them because they're scummy people. Same with the Enagic people. They're awful people, and I don't want them to get um like scammed anymore. So I have to be conscious of myself and selling my channel. However, I can't not be who I am. Like, I could not swear. I could not talk about politics, but that's not who I am. I'm sorry. I'm sarcastic. I'm, dry. This indeed, I hate how the downline people get pressured to spend money they can't afford to go to events and pay for coaching. Absolutely, that's what some of the Enagic people who um I'm what are they? We've been masterminding the Enagic people, and there's some Australian creators who were like trying to take down Enagic there. And oh crap, what was I gonna say? Um oh, just that the people, all of them are selling a course, and it's like it's almost as if you're not making money from them, and so you have to sell a course to milk and fleece as much money out of your downline as you can. Uh, just wait until Brian is kicked out, since Herbalife has taken over and her title doesn't mean anything considering she only has it from JLW downline being added to her. Yes. And how do we know that? Because in the month that she made legend, I think that's her rank, legend or champion, whatever the highest one is. She didn't recruit any people that month. So, I think they have that current rank and highest rank thing, don't they, at Prove It, where you can say your whatever the rank you are, you can, like, your highest rank, you can say that's your rank. Oh my god. Hit the frog and toad. Yes. Look, um, where is Chula's flowers at the beginning we're talking about. uh, rhyming slang and is really good. Hit the frog and toad, it means hit the road. Okay. One of my least favorite terms is coaching though, because it's a term that sounds good, doesn't mean anything at all. Yep. And yeah, it kind of is a little bit like that. There's that sort of like tantric aspect to it. Like Christy and Clint always seem like the swingers. Like it's got a little bit of that sort of a feeling. Yeah, I think coaching for me, because we had a coach at my work, so another teacher, but I didn't really understand what her role was, and how to use it effectively in a way. Um, Whereas I've been a netball coach and coached netball, and I understand that. Like, what's my goal as a netball coach? To win the game, to improve the skills of the players, and to teach them, how to be good winners, good losers, good people, how to work as a team, that sort of thing. Like, obviously, the goal is to win, but if you don't win, that's okay too. And that's a sports coach. And I think that's probably most coaches, and passing on your skill and knowledge of the game. But in network marketing, like the skill and knowledge of the game is recruit as many people as you can. That's it, you know?
That looks like is value, 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 value. Give people an experience, connect with people, build relationships with people, let people in, get vulnerable with people, share people parts of yourself, and believe in yourself and what you are doing. Because when you do not believe in you and you are trying to tell other people that you are transforming, that you're having an incredible experience, that you are loving these products, that the profession is amazing, people will still be able to pick up on the energy that you don't believe in you. It's it's an energy. It is a total massive shift in how you show up and how you share about what you're doing. Like, we've got the systems for you. You link arms with me, I'm taking you to the top with me. Like, I know where I'm going. I know I'm going to transform people's lives.
Yeah, okay. You're taking people to the top with you. How'd you get to the top? Were you well placed by Jessie Lee, who was a very powerful force in Prove It and your upline? Because you also started quite a few years ago now. I don't think they joined when Prove It was new. Like, I don't think they were in that early. I'll have to double check with Aaron, because like it feels like it was 5 years ago, maybe six, but maybe even 7. But I didn't think that Prove It was that old. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. When they say, and the Enagic people have been doing this at the moment too, if you can do it, I can do it. Wrong. That is shitty for you to say, because you got in before. Yeah, 7 years. Okay, yeah. I was thinking maybe it was 7 years, but then I was like thinking, how old was the company? And then I was like, ooh, but I didn't think that they were brand new. I knew it was a newer technology. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was a newer technology. It wasn't huge when they first joined, But then I think it was Lisa Grossman who got them over, and then they did the private. Oh well, met the CEO, wined and dined, etc., and came over. Anyone who's joining you, Courtney, doesn't have that leg up. And Jessie Lee probably got a bridge contract, but did you? Because my brain is like failing me. I'm trying to remember if Erin has a bridge. Maybe she had Jessie Lee's bridge contract from Modere or herself. I can't remember. But I think she's got the Jessie Lee one. And we know that people do bridge contracts. Maybe Prove It did. So the point there being, not everybody is going to be able to do it like you did it, because you have like special circumstances to the max that have resulted in your success. And you know it. So it's unfair for you to be saying shit like this. Like, this is deceptive, in my opinion.
We know that we're going to have, like, I need to set a number on it. I'm going to be totally honest, because I really want to show you all the transformation of bringing in someone who's ready to run and linking arms with them and watching them grow into the not only the leader but the human being, and also growing their bank account massively. Like, what is happening over the next 12 months to get in right now?
I thought I pressed the pause button, but I didn't. The dogs are like crowding around me at the moment. I'd like to see that too, Courtney. Can you do that? Can you tape somebody, get somebody new, okay, that you've recruited, all right, and chart their success. You follow them every step of the way, and you show us what they do. You can't inflate it. You can't put people under them. You have to do it the natural. Can't have a ghost account. Let's see how they go. All right. Check their back office. Tell us how much money they're earning. It's not an income claim. It's just an example, you know? I'd love to see that. Love to see it. But is she going to do that? Probably not. And it would not surprise me if she did have somebody who was like that, who she recruits recently, and in a year's time she says, here I am back at Dare to Dream, Barcelona. Screw them guys. Their next one is in Barcelona. Um, and I love Barcelona so much. uh, Here I am in Barcelona with, Sarah. I recruited her a year ago, and look at how she's succeeding now. And it's like, yeah, show us the truth, not that you probably placed her underneath you and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not going to be expecting it. Let's just say that much.
And get ahead of it. And it's like the timing has never been perfect, especially with not only with Prove It, not only with ketones, but inside of this organization. Like, I know that I can help. I'm like, I can hear her right now. Like, what is your time zone? Drop your time zone in the comments below. Like, let me.
Oh, I wonder if they were doing, because I've got the two lives from Kelsey Rhae and her. I wonder if it's Kelsey Rhae's doing it at the same time. Yes, and now is always the best time to join. What about even from Prove It, who just got bought out by, well, purchased by Herbalife? Those guys, remember? So is now the perfect time to try and prove it? I don't think so. I think you and Kelsey Rhae, I don't know who the other two people who, when she said there's four of us, I'm going to assume that they're all prove it people. And yeah, I would have been saving my money, just saying, with the with prove it being bought out.
No, what is one of the biggest things when it comes to starting to launch inside of like making money inside of network marketing? When it comes to starting off with that, like, what are the things that hold you back from saying yes? And I promise you, it literally just has to do with belief.
So we're doing objections right now, which is funny because I thought I had watched it the other day, Julie Joe's video on the isogenics people with that curly haired lady who was ruthless. My God. Uh, and they were talking about overcoming objections, and it was basically just them being rude to the person. Like, you need to check with your husband. Oh, well, what if he says no? And she's like, oh, they will just do it anyway. No, I don't think you understand a healthy relationship where people respect their partner's word, you know? Where you negotiate the things in your life because you are partners, right? And I started that the other week, but and then I forgot that I hadn't finished it, but I watched it just before this one, and that's what made me overcoming objections. Yeah, belief. I believe I'm gonna have $1 million in the bank, and then I can just buy a house instead of trying to apply for rentals. Um, I don't want to stress out about it because that's not going to make it any easier. But
And what you can do when you don't have it for yourself is you can borrow it. And the way that you start to build belief is you experience the product and then you feel more confident because you said, I am going, just like I said, I'm going to this event. I sold it to myself a long time ago, okay? Like I started going to events 17 years ago. And then I started having to really invest into events about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I was investing in events. I was spending, you know, a couple $100s on a ticket. I was spending hundreds of dollars on a hotel. I was investing in the airplane or the car ride and the gas or whatever it was. Like I was investing. Maybe I had to like find a nice dress, or I was using dresses from before. But like, whatever it was, right? Like I have been doing this for a very long time. And
so are you telling us that you were faking it to start with? How do we know that you're not doing that now? I know, was it Lisa? Was it you who was telling me how expensive the dresses were? Yeah. The dresses were expensive. Interesting how borrowing involves paying money. It does, doesn't it? It's a curious little thing. There's always a price tag on everything. Um, I on Instagram, uh, somebody I follow on Instagram, I think she's a sexologist. But she does lots of like, she does, she did her PhD in like, so she knows all the ancient things about sex and sexual health and things and so on and so forth. And she did this YouTube video about falling in love with fictional characters, and Cosmopolitan stole her, basically summarized her video and stole her intellectual what do you call it, intellectual property. And so she said she doesn't mind contributing to places like that, and she doesn't care about getting paid. And I'm like, and so I was talking about it in my stories, and I said, "Girl, get paid as an artist. Never work for free." So I understand that part of it. But when you're like, I'm actually an artist, like, like I've got years of being an arts professional. That's what I studied at uni, all that sort of stuff. And so I can charge up to $100 an hour easily, if not more. I don't feel like that's the same in network marketing. All the Enagic people, they offer these courses, like $500 course in a digital marketing. And they usually just bullshit that they have found for free on the internet and compiled together. So I don't think that's the same thing. And I think it's unreasonable for them to expect people who are struggling to pay. But again, that's the sunk cost fallacy, putting in money. They're kind of like trying to uh prove their worth. How much do you really want this? Are you willing to pay for my coaching? Shit like that. Oh, hey, Demi. I will give the doggies some love for sure. Each of her outfits cost 100 to 900. Yeah, she got 3 that show, but she had many more from that designer. Yep. Oh, that's right. The tickets were. Yep, yep. And they were expensive. And because you can get, like, you can have dinner with Fraser. Yeah. I think that's what I was saying. It does suck that they try to bleed as much money out of their downline as they can.
It is events, the decision to get to the event and then showing up at the event and following through with being at the event, with learning and growing and believing in myself. Like, that built my belief. That built my belief in what I'm doing. That built my belief in this profession. I built my belief in myself, most importantly, because I told myself I was going to do something and I followed through with it. And then making those decisions to get to the event, you're expanding yourself up to new experiences, especially when you travel internationally, especially when you do things for the first time, especially whenever you're getting on an airplane for the first time, or you're flying out of the country for the first time, or you're traveling alone for the first time. The amount of women that I have watched transform just from that piece alone. Men too, but this is what.
Well, I've done it then. I've traveled alone internationally on a plane. I didn't need to join an MLM to do that. I paid for it myself. I and I had a nice time. And when I went overseas, I didn't work. I didn't attend a conference, like whenever I hit like a one of the cities, so Paris. I've been to Amsterdam, Paris, Barcelona, London, um, Berlin, and but I've also been to Nuremberg, Frankfurt, and Dresden. Um, yeah, I take one of those big double, like the tourist buses, and go around the city and have a look at all the good sights. So yeah, I've done it, Courtney. I've done my. I must be really cool. I don't know. Didn't need an MLM. Um, that's crazy. $3,000. Is that 3,000 American? 6 grand. My God. That's for me, 6 grand. Yeah, and the travel. I don't imagine that Turkey is a really easy place to get to unless you're Eric Adams. That's that that's one of the things. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, if you do not know. The reason why he was indicted for massive fraud and being bribed, it was the Turkish government, and he was getting lots of flights via Turkey. So, well, I don't know if it was the Turkish government, sorry, but it was forces in Turkey, and so he was getting lots of flights there. So, unless you're Eric Adams, you got some problems getting to Turkey probably from the US. I imagine that there's a layover and stuff like that. Um, oh, Mabel's making like a really weird sound. 'Cause Um, all this money could be invested in development would be so much better spent on something that give you actual qualifications. Oh my God, yes. The KTOC course, anyone? What is it? The ketones, I can't even remember what it stood for. The KTOC course. It was like ketone technology. I can't remember. But when Erin first was talking about it, she said it was $9.95. I thought she was talking about like $10. I almost fell off my chair when I realized it was $995, which they were supposed to do more than that one, but because it was clearly a cash grab. But yeah, why not get actual qualifications? Kelsey Rhae always talks about how she never graduated from high school. Why not get your GED, girl? Like, that would be a great achievement. And I suppose she's kind of like one of these soft QAnon people who wants to homeschool their kids because they think that the education department is trying to indoctrinate them. No, girl, we're just trying to teach you about history and math. And if the history talks about how white people were sometimes kind of shitty to other people, that's it's okay. That's just the truth. Okay, sweetie.
This is what moms go through. Like, I've never left my children. I've never flown in a plane before by myself. I've never traveled alone. Like, all these different things that come through. Imagine the growth that you have when you get to experience that for the first time. And it is because of this profession, because this profession provides an environment of personal development with a compensation plan attached. And whenever I stayed committed, then you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I'm not going to give up. And I might not be the fastest one to get there. I might not be number one on the leaderboards. But I can promise you that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to stay committed to it. I'm going to follow through with it. What does that do? I said I'm going to do it. I did it. I not only did I say it, I meant it. I followed through with it. My actions match my words. And then I build more confidence because I followed through with all of those things. And most of the time, we say that we want to join this business. We say that we want to experience transformation for our bodies. We want to get healthier, all these things. And then you get started, and then you take your foot off the gas. And then you're like, oh, but we're going to go again. And it's like kind of like trying to pop the popcorn without any heat, consistent heat on the popcorn. There will never be a single kernel that will pop, no matter how many times you turn the microwave on, if you do not apply consistent heat for a long enough time.
Yeah, and some don't pop at all because they're defective. Like, I don't know if that's the best metaphor, but how many times have you all heard that this is personal development with a compensation plan? I've heard it enough times in my maybe three years doing anti-MLM. God, where does the time go? I've moved once since I've been doing that. I can't hear you guys you might be able to hear it. I cannot hear her. I can only hear uh Courtney. But um yeah, the if this is new, something people haven't seen before, it's a new blueprint, blah 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 blah. Why are you saying something like this is personal development with a compensation plan? That's very stale. That has been said by so many people coming before you. And even I bet the popcorn thing, I bet you she heard that from somebody else because they all do. Jessie Lee wasn't a prophet. Everything Jessie Lee said, she got from someone else as well. Like she used to always listen to Eric Worre, Jim Rohn, and she recycled it too. Um, yeah, and they want to put them up as if they're prophets and they're, like network marketing, big brains, and so on and so forth. It's the same with James Maxwell. No, Maxwell, John Maxwell, John C. Maxwell. It's like they just regurgitate the same thing over and over and over and over again. Ray is still doing posture, bloody position, fucking whatever. Oh, hang on. I'm almost accidentally blocked you. Um, I'm like, oh, the new blueprint is mammograph of the old one. It definitely is.
It's impossible. It's impossible. So if you say, oh, I'm going to join this business and I'm going to give it 3 months. 3 months? What is that? Do you show up at a job and become the best at that job in 3 months?
Uh, are you paid for every single time that you work when you're in a network marketing company? Because that's the most valid question. Do you receive training from somebody else who's paid for that? Hmm. Yeah, I think that is bullshit, and you know it. Like, this is manipulation.
Sometimes, even at 3 years, you might start to feel like a professional inside of that position. You might feel like an expert at that job. But I promise you right now, it's not 3 months. People are looking for the quick fix. They're looking for the easy way out. What if you just stay committed to something that you actually fall in love with, and then you link arms with a community that's going to help you not only transform your life, because you've already done that, but help transform other people's lives? Like if Jessie Lee wouldn't have said yes, actually sorry, if a friend of mine wouldn't have said yes to this business, I wouldn't be here today.
What? What? Why did we say that? If Jessie Lee didn't say yes to this business, that was a weird little correction there. Because she was already in network marketing. Hmm. Hmm. Because she stalked Jessie Lee basically and wanted to be her best friend and became her best friend. It was kind of creepy. Interesting. Yeah, that's everybody, Courtney. If it weren't for one thing, you wouldn't be here. I don't think that means this is for everybody. Yeah, it's not. It's- That's why you need the manipulation so that you can like convince them that it's a good decision. It's not.
Because it took me seeing the people that she brought into the business, doing the business, for me to be like, oh, well, if she can do it, I can do it. Because her alone wasn't enough. Because I watched her and I thought she was too good. I thought I can't do what she's doing. I can't talk like her. I can't sell like her. I can't do it like her. But then I saw somebody new. I saw her fumble. I saw her looking the same as me, dressing the same as me. And I was like, oh, if she's making money and figuring it out, I can figure it out. And I have hit walls.
Ooh, hang on. Is she saying? I don't know if she was saying. Hang on, let me go back a little teeny bit.
I hit walls where I start to look at myself and my results, and I'm like, am I doing enough? Am I cut out for this? Do it. Now, this isn't recently, people. Okay, this is not recent at all. But I've hit those walls. And I've asked myself, am I supposed to be in this? Am I supposed to be in this profession? Is this where I'm meant to be? Is this what I'm meant to be doing? Am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be doing this? And at the end of it, every single time, the answer is always yes. Because the conversation with myself always starts on a bad day. It just does. And I don't have bad days, but it starts in one of those tough moments where I'm so challenged, where like I am being I'm getting the pushback nonstop. I'm getting questioned. I'm getting attacked, right? Like I've got to combat this. I've got to combat that, and like I just don't even know. Like, I wish I didn't have to deal with this or that or this. And then I start to actually reflect on what I'm talking about, what I'm like frustrated about, and at the end of the day, the thing that frustrates me the most is simultaneously the same exact reason that I cannot walk away from this profession.
I think I missed what I was looking at, but I thought she was saying that um we needed you yesterday, Lisa. Clowntown and I were trying to remember pipeline and perspective. We got position and posture. Um, she was saying that somebody was dressing like her. I think she said something like that. I don't know how I didn't rewind it back far enough because I thought I went back in the time. Uh, there was a time there when everybody used to copy Jessie Lee, and they all had the little like colored like highlight, and they had their jean shorts, and like they all looked the same. She doesn't have bad days. No, she doesn't have bad days. She doesn't question herself lately. Sure. I very much doubt that she did not question what was happening when Cecilia died.
And I won't. And it's people. People are unpredictable. People are selfish by nature because we're supposed to be. Like, it's actually super selfless to put yourself first. But people try to tell us that we shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that as a mom. You should put yourself on the back burner. Actually, by me coming to this event, I'm a way better mom. I show up way better for my kids. And yes, my kids might say, Mommy, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I don't want you to leave me. But you know what I don't have to do? I don't have to leave my house every single day and go work 10 to 12 hours, go leave them for 10 to 12 hours, because working 8 hours isn't leaving your house for 8 hours. It's being gone away from your children for at least 10 to 12.
Uh, I hate it. Courtney, you've closed your door on your crying toddler before. The last, oh, was it the last live? No, it was the live before that. She was like, the kids were screeching in the background, dying to get in the video, and she was ignoring them. I'm sorry. You're not present all of the time either. Being physically there doesn't mean you're present. And also, you're separated. You don't have the kids all the time anymore. Like, so there are things that are different. And those people who do work and their kids are in childcare or school, some people go to school, children, at the same time as when the adults go to work. Have you heard of it? That's pretty much why we don't have shorter school weeks, because honestly, school is structured around being a type of childcare, and a lot of parents think that. which is quite annoying. I consciously do not want to have children. Um, and yeah, get fucked. And you're not exactly um present. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Um, it always did seem that way, but I think from what I heard, Josh Joshua was better friends with Jessie Lee. I've heard that they were very close friends as well. Yeah. Oh, hello now, Peter. I am live. We're talking. Courtney's just telling everybody that they're shit parents because they're going to work. And she's not a shit parent because she doesn't have to leave the house all the time. She is saying this while she's in Turkey, away from her children. And that she is also a professional international traveler, just like myself. I'm a professional international traveler. And she's going to be traveling more. So tell us again how people who live with their children and go to work and see their children when they're not at work are shit parents, and you're not. You're better, right? Wasn't expecting her to go in this direction, but and her children said to her before she left, Mummy, don't go, don't go. Who's the better parent?
Because you have driving. What is that? What is that even called? What is the commuting? What the heck is that? I don't even know. You have to commute to your job. You have to, you have your lunch break, so it's even longer than 8 hours. It's not just 8. Sometimes it's 9. If you have an hour break, it's 8.5. If you have a half hour, and then you're driving back, and then you're in traffic after work. You might be in traffic on the way to work. You might be in traffic on the way back from work. Like, I don't
Yeah,
have to do that.
there could be dragons in the sky. There could be like wheels falling off. You could fall asleep. You could there's many things that could happen. Like, why are we playing this hypothetical? I get it. You don't want to be in a job. I get it. Oh no. Whit James. Ooh, that sounds tricky. That sounds tricky. Um, that's like I think Erin is very similar because there's quite a few people who live in Vegas. So all the dogs are very happy. Hey Frida. Fifi. I don't know if people know, but I call Frida Fifi. That's her little nickname. She's the prettiest. Well, maybe Mabel's pretty too. I'm not finished. Usually they know when I'm going to be finishing a stream. They sense it, and they can hear the right words and that, and so they know when I'm about to finish a stream. But I'm not finished yet. I haven't started saying the goodbyes. All right, so just settle. Once I finish, we'll go out and play for a little bit.
I get to travel the world and create new experiences everywhere I go, dancing and singing on the internet, helping transform other people's lives because I found a product that I love that made my brain function at a level that I thought normal people felt. And then I realized, oh no, what I was experiencing was normal. That's why everyone told me it's fine. It's normal to take a nap on the couch. It's normal to be exhausted. It's totally fine. No, you deserve to have your brain functioning at a high level. You deserve
What? What are you talking about? What? What? It is fine to have a nap. It is fine to be tired after a strenuous day. What do you ketones make you clearer? If that were true. If that were true, big if true, would we, in fact, watch so many videos of Courtney Shortney? It's because she's such a scatterbrain that we cover her, like she's just the picture perfect sort of like antithesis of what she says ketones do. Better focus, brain, blah, blah, all those things. She never exhibits. She's always forgetful and, you know, oh, I don't know. I don't know. The one thing I haven't heard Courtney do. Oh no, can you see I got Lucky Bamboo Lego as my parting gift from my from my old school. I like it. Although I moved it just after I made it, and I picked it up just by the stalks, and the bottom thing came off and like smashed, and I'm like, and it's really cool. It's got like underneath like the stalks, it's got like a lucky coin, but it's not a coin. It's still Lego. Yeah, so there's a few that are like that. I think I might get them. Although I'm trying to save money at the moment because I'm trying to move. Yeah, I haven't seen Courtney talk about politics. And I think she and Avi were talking about um Palestine, and Avi was full of hasbara, and Courtney was just going along because I think she goes along to get along when she doesn't know something. But yeah, the reason why we do watch her is because she never lives up to what the ketones are. So no, I don't think you have an amazing product that is going to be like life changing.
To feel more confident in your actions. You deserve to feel calmer in your mood. You deserve to be a little bit more patient through the process of things, right? Like, and I just tell you, I whenever I look back on, like, again, if the ripple effect of that person, this person and that person not saying yes, if Jesse Lee wouldn't have said yes, imagine what this profession would look like. It's not always you.
Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Top distributors are a dime a dozen. So many, they're interchangeable. You think of all the anti-MLM like creators, and we've all got either a company that we focus on, and then um freaking people that we focus on. Like we all sort of like specialize, um and it doesn't matter really because they're interchangeable. You know, Christy X Ord is like Kelsey Rhae, and you swap it in for someone else. Freaking Marina Simone. You can swap Simone in for that one from Shaq Lee who came out with the Heritage Club. Like they're interchangeable. Like they are not. It's not different. Um, yep. Courtney and Kelsey are perfect examples. Why not to buy and take ketones over or any prove it product? Yeah. They always talk about the protons and the rad line and the fasting, and not everyone has to fast. And also, ketones don't work like they say they work.
Getting started because you want to become a millionaire. That's never the goal. 90, you want to know what it is. Everybody wants to put a bad name on this profession of like only the people at the top make money. That's complete BS, by the way.
What do I have the prove it? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do on here, I'm afraid. Um, the income disclosure statement for prove it. I'm going to press play and I'm going to find it because you're wrong,
I should tell you
Courtney.
that. We all have the same compensation plan. Every single one of us. We all start at zero.
We
We all have to work the same compensation plan.
No, you don't. That's not right. That's not true. My God. Um, everybody has different compensation plans. Uh, and you don't all start at zero because some people get bridge contracts. And you know that because Jessie Lee got bridge contracts. And if Aaron knows that, you know that. Um, all right. So rank 11 promoter 0.03 in 2022. 0.03. 7 people in all of Prove It qualified as a rank 11. The average annual income of these rank 11s promoters for 2022 was $1,527,993.15 with a high of $3,357,000 and a low of 0. Who the fuck is at rank 11 and got 0? That's weird. On average, our 11 promoters have been with Prove It for 67 months. Next one down, 0.04. Next one down, 0.03. Next one down, 0.014. Rank 7, 0.35. Rank 6, 0.76. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, top 6 ranks in Prove It, 2% at maximum. That's your company's figures, Courtney. That's from your company. I would put it up. I'll try and remember to put it in the comment section. I just didn't want to lose my place with the video. But that comes from Prove It. I wonder if she even knows it exists because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know to ask for an income disclosure statement.
Saying like not every company has the same, but like inside of the company, everybody has the same opportunity. The only difference is those who stay committed and those who give up. Those who do what it takes to figure it out and get as many no's as they can and share and talk and mess up and say the wrong thing and word vomit all over people and finally they get a yes and it's like a no, 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 maybe no, 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 not right now, not really sure, don't even know what the heck that is, not really into that, not my jam, absolutely not. And then you're like, oh my god, giving up, I'm quitting, this isn't for me, nobody wants to buy. You get that one person that's like, you make money doing this? Really? I want to give it a try. And then they link arms with you.
Do you say yes that you do make money doing this? Did you tell her this person what their statistical like percentage of success? I bet you don't.
And then you watch them get their first win. And they get so excited. Like, you got your first win because they wanted to link arms with you, and you are fired up, right? You are so fired up that this person wants to run with you, and you pour all of your energy into them. You get so excited, and they start running, and you see them get their first win, and then they're excited, and you're like, oh my god, this is what this is like. Go get another one. But in order for people's lives to transform, you have to open your mouth and ask the questions. You have to let them know that you have an opportunity. You have to share and say, I have an incredible product that completely transformed my life. I'm so grateful that not only do I get to earn free product every single month, but that I also get to travel because of this, that I get a car that's paid for every single month. And so if you guys want to link arms with us and get in on creating your next level results, you can drop info in the comments below, and I will get you the info that you need, ask you the questions, understand what it is that you are looking for, so that we can make this all about you and your journey and getting started on your next level results and transforming your life and saying yes to more things for you as well. So,
Yeah, is it a yes with a lot of risk? Because that's a hard decision to make. She's talking like, "Oh, it's so easy. Just make the decision. So easy. Just do it. It's so easy. What do you got to lose?" That's what the skinny drops person said the other day on Erin's video. What do you got to lose? Um, money, friends, time, mental health. What else? Sometimes physical health. You may not be able to trust that your friendships are real because they're transactional. You're at risk of losing your support if you leave the MLM. What do you got to lose? A lot. A lot. I wonder, is she just trying to convince herself here? Because it's not very convincing to me.
I actually do not know the Herbalife product line. I shop around a ton of different multi-level marketing companies. I love them, but I don't know the Herbalife product line, so I don't know what I'm most excited about, to be totally honest. I'm honestly most excited inside of this merge for our protocol that's launching. That's what I'm most excited about, for sure. I was talking to a couple friends and I explained it to them. They're like, sold, sign me up. So I am all in for that. I love y'all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I am in Turkey right now. Crazy. So I can't wait to see us. So much of the team. We have a ton of team coming in. Like, just so many people, lots that are already here. And I can't wait for more. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Ciao, ciao for now. And I'll see you guys in the stories. I have to post so much. So much. So much goodness. Katie, I do not know. Actually, ketones are only available through Prove It. When Protocol launches,
No, they're not. You can get ketones from Amazon, although we don't like Amazon at the moment. Fuck the billionaires. I understand some people need to use Amazon because it's the cheapest way that they can get medication. Understand. But fuck Amazon. Take away. Don't pay for Prime. That's the one thing you can do that you have control of in this whole oligarchy is your money. You can buy other ketones that are not as expensive as Prove It ketones, but you can also buy Prove It branded ketones from Amazon, and they're undercutting their own distributors. Nice work, guys.
people, the foundation of your protocol, which we will be launching in beta with Herbalife. It's our first collaboration. And the foundation of that, the only thing that's offered through protocol are ketones and support products of Prove It. That's it. So we won't be the only thing that's going through protocol. There's going to be Prove It, Protocol, Herbalife. Okay, Prove It will sell Prove It. Herbalife sells Herbalife.
For how long? 2 years? Because that's what everybody's saying.
Protocol is our collaboration. That is where we're at right now, and we will see where it goes from there. So I'm really excited to be part of the beta. Kelsey's also a part of the beta, so that'll be really, really fun doing that together. And we've got a good chunk of our organization, about 40 of us, actually, between her and I, the people that we work directly with, but our organization is even bigger than that. So there's going to be even more people that are on the beta with us. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Anybody that was in person at that event that we just had in Louisville is going to have the opportunity to opt in or not, right? They can opt in or not. So I can't wait. Gonna go for now, but I wanted to answer that question and have it for both of y'all. So bye. I'm gonna get that bromoline, whatever that is. I need help. My swollen voice cords. I can't even talk. Voice
Honey,
cords. Thanks, Jordan. Bye, guys.
lemon and honey girlfriend. Doesn't she like the natural stuff? I thought anyway. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. This is our part one. We got Kelsey Rhae as the second part. I'll pop up this income disclosure statement. You can see, let me swap over. Yeah, so you can see all the ranks here. Now, oh, Will's crying as well now. Let me just zoom in a little bit. There's an anomaly in the ranks because rank 5, there's 31% of people, right? Because when you buy, and I asked Aaron this, I'm like, why is there a massive amount of people on rank 6? Because, no, rank 5. Um, when you buy the big pack, I think, when you enroll, it gives you like you automatically go to rank 5 because of the amount of product that you buy. But you can see that a person in rank 5, the highest amount that they had made, average annual income of the R5 promoters for 2022 was 1,139. That's not a lot. That's not counting buying the product, which you do have to buy. And it's less than rank 3. So rank 3, rank 4, they're both, the average is more because a rank 5 promoter is usually somebody who's just joined. So yeah, so Courtney's saying that it it isn't just people at the top. Her own company's statistics do not show that. Her own company's statistics prove that it is just the people at the top making money. So, and maybe not even her because she's not recruiting anybody really. And she lost a big downline when people went to Amare. All right, we're going to leave it there. I might bring Minnie over for a hello because she wants to say hello. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, those of you who also watch Julie Joe, now Minnie's a bit younger than Finley, but I think that they look similar. That's why I love Finn so much because she reminds me of Minnie. What do you reckon? See how she's got a beauty spot on her? I've tried to squeeze it and it doesn't, nothing happens. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Oh, All right. Thanks for being with me, everybody. I may go live like every day. I don't know. If it's just going to be a little one, I'm going to cover Kelsey Rhae's live. And then I want to kind of cover Scotty Hobbs after Julie Joe's video because he was off tap with his claims, the religious claims, the everything. Oh, Lisa, you got the mini. She's got the mini emote. That's actually Minnie's color too. I made the emote using her color. I'm gonna put her down though because I can't talk into the mic. All right. Yeah, so stay tuned. Check and we still need to do the Julie Anderson Clowntown Manosphere thing. Um, yeah, Julie had a power outage, so it was just like a schmozzle yesterday, and but we'll get back to it soon. All right, thanks everybody. The dogs know I'm finishing now because they can hear me saying goodbye. All right, goodbye everybody.